Welcome back to Madrid Insider TV, your ultimate destination for anything related to Real Madrid. And this is without doubt one of the most explosive, dramatic, and shocking developments in recent Real Madrid history, because reports coming out in the aftermath of the El Clasico defeat indicate that Xabi Alonso has left Real Madrid with immediate effect, bringing a sudden and brutal end to a project that once promised control, identity, and long-term stability. And before we continue, it is very important that you subscribe to the channel and ensure notifications is turned on so you don't miss any Real Madrid news. The defeat against Barcelona was not just another loss on the calendar. It was the final straw in a period that had seen mounting pressure, internal doubts, and a growing sense that the team was drifting away from the standards demanded at the Santiago Bernabeu. According to multiple sources close to the club, the hours following the Clásico were intense and emotionally charged, with senior executives remaining at Valdebebas deep into the night, carefully dissecting not only the result but the broader trajectory of the team under Xabi Alonso. The board reportedly felt that the warning signs had been present for weeks, from inconsistent league form and dropped points in crucial matches to visible frustration among players on the pitch and a lack of cohesion in decisive moments. While Xabi Alonso arrived with immense respect, pedigree, and a clear footballing philosophy centered on positional play, midfield control, and tactical intelligence, the unforgiving nature of Real Madrid quickly became evident, as patience wore thin in an environment where success is not a process but an expectation. The Clásico defeat exposed recurring problems that the club felt were no longer being corrected, including defensive vulnerabilities in transition, an inability to impose authority against top rivals, and a sense that the team was mentally fragile when games turned chaotic. Insiders suggest that the relationship between the coach and parts of the dressing room had deteriorated, with some players questioning roles, tactical demands, and decision-making, creating an atmosphere that made unity increasingly difficult to sustain. The board's concern was not limited to results alone, but also to the belief that confidence within the squad was slipping away, something Real Madrid consider fatal at the elite level. Xabi Alonso's press conferences in recent weeks, where he emphasized patience, process, and long-term vision, reportedly failed to reassure executives who feared that the message was no longer resonating internally or externally. The Clásico loss, played under the brightest spotlight and against the club's greatest rival, crystallized those fears into a single, unavoidable conclusion. Some reports indicate that there were voices within the board pushing for immediate action even before the final whistle, convinced that delaying the decision would only deepen instability and damage the season beyond repair. Xabi Alonso's exit, if confirmed, is a stark reminder of how ruthless and uncompromising life is on the Real Madrid bench, where even club legends and highly respected football minds are judged almost exclusively on momentum, control, and authority. For the players, this moment represents another sudden shift, another reset in leadership, and another test of professionalism as they are expected to respond instantly, regardless of uncertainty or emotional fallout. For the fans, the reaction is a mixture of shock, sadness, anger, and concern, with many questioning how a project that promised so much could unravel so quickly, while others argue that the club had no choice given the circumstances. Attention now turns immediately to what comes next, as Real Madrid are not a club that allows vacuum or hesitation, and plans for an interim coach or a high-profile replacement are already being discussed behind closed doors. Names will inevitably circulate, pressure will intensify, and every decision from this point forward will be scrutinized as part of a wider attempt to restore control, confidence, and dominance. This moment marks more than just the end of Xabi Alonso's tenure. It represents a crossroads for Real Madrid, a reminder of the relentless demands of success, and a clear signal that at this club, sentiment, patience, and legacy always come second to results, authority, and the unyielding pursuit of victory.